Most of the time, people feel like there's no other option than to kill a snake. That's the only option because that's the only thing they've ever learned. They don't realize that they're not benefiting themselves or their family or the environment at all by killing the snake. And there are other options.
We do a lot of snake removals. The majority of them are underneath people's homes, under pier and beam houses. We also offer property inspections, snake avoidance training for dogs, and education. One of our first removals was actually a job north of Abilene where there was a rattlesnake in a toilet. And I went over there and I removed 11 from under the house and 13 out of their cellar. And ever since then, I posted a lot of the pictures and stuff on social media, and that just kind of skyrocketed locally and even internationally.
I serve usually around the Canyon Lake area and surrounding cities, anywhere from south of San Antonio to just north of Austin. I've got about an hour and a half, 2-hour radius from Canyon Lake. And anything further than that north, I get in touch with Nathan with Big Country Snake Removal, and if he's got potential jobs too far south, he gets in touch with me, and sometimes we meet up together to safely get through the bigger jobs.
I've always been really passionate about all wildlife in general, but for whatever reason, snakes just kind of stuck with me, and I've always been obsessed with them since I was a little kid, and I just never grew out of it. I guess it's just that my passion and obsession outweighs the small dangers involved in what I do. Rather with living with an irrational fear, I challenge everybody to educate themselves on snakes in general, but more specifically the snakes in the area where they live.
It's a little daunting. I mean, most people think it's absolutely insane, but it's truly about, and with anything, like it's about knowing what they're capable of, what their temperament is gonna be like this time of year. You're not gonna catch Nathan or I underneath the house in the middle of the summer. That's just never gonna happen. In the wintertime, when they're brumating, they're a lot more lethargic. They're cooled off quite a bit. They don't move quite as fast. But remarkably enough, I've been under a house with, today it was 29 rattlesnakes, often within a few feet, and not one of those snakes came towards me to come bite me. They absolutely wanted nothing to do with me, just to get away. So the worst part about it is just navigating the junk underneath the house.
The work that I do is usually pretty rewarding. Some jobs are obviously a lot harder than others, but at the end of the day, I've got to help people and I've got to save a few snakes. All the snakes that we catch, we do donate some to different universities. We also relocate most of them, and those get relocated far from humans and livestock and such. The truth behind a good snake is a dead snake is completely false. Snakes are here as part of, and they play a big role in the ecosystem. They're very important to a healthy ecosystem, and they all deserve life. If rattlesnakes were as dangerous as people thought they would, I would have died a million times.